Welcome back, meteorologist-Dillon-Gaudet here. Let's look at those weather headlines. Quiet start to your day today before rain moves in later on during your afternoon and evening commute. Then, as we head into tonight, that's where things get a little interesting because we're going to see a changeover to brief period of some snow overnight into tomorrow morning. Not everyone's going to see really the potential for a 2 to 3 inch accumulation. It's going to be a fine zone, a very small zone where we could really see some snowfall rates, but outside of that, not looking like a ton of snow, around an inch or so for most other areas. And then tomorrow, we'll see the snow exit pretty quickly by the morning hours and lead to better conditions, just a little colder on the way. Tuesday, we'll actually reach the low 40s for the afternoon hours, which should help melt any of the snow. So current conditions right now across the viewing area on the Kentucky Mesonettes, sites across the region. Notice how there is a little bit of fog in the mountains there. Knott County, low visibility, but everyone else just overcast with a range of temperatures, mid 40s into southern Kentucky. We've got upper 30s there into Franklin County right now. So that fog really limited to the south and the east, especially as you head towards Hazard in the mountains. That's where we are dealing with that low visibility at the moment. And a big temperature contrast where we're in the low 30s northern Kentucky, mid to upper 40s towards southern Kentucky, and kind of the battle zone between both of those areas where we're watching for that potential later on this evening of seeing that snow. Viper radar quiet right now outside of maybe a couple light showers within that fog into southern Kentucky with the low visibility. Here's our system, this area low pressure moving through northeast Mississippi. South of that warm front, we have the potential for some strong storms this morning. Southeast Alabama, northern Florida, and southern Georgia. Notice how there is some snow on the backside of this system. We're going to end up with 8 inches of snow or more for areas into Oklahoma and southwest Missouri from this system. But as you head throughout the day, first thing we're going to be talking about will be the rain. Few showers to the south and the east, but most other areas won't see that rain picking up until the late afternoon and evening hours. Then, as you get around 11 o'clock, notice how temperatures are starting to drop into the mid 30s, and we'll be tracking rain quickly changing over to some snow. And the question is, will this entire band fill in with straight snow? Because if it does, it's going to drop 2-3 inches worth of snow. The question is how cold those temperatures get, because latest trend is trying to inch out a little bit further towards the south and the east, where northern Kentucky, yes, you have the winter weather advisory right now, but you may not end up with much of anything. It's really from Lexington south and eastward that we're really watching for that snow to take over, drop 1 to 2 inches an hour briefly for an hour or two, and then be out of here by the time tomorrow morning. 7-8 o'clock, we are mainly dry, may even clear skies out a little bit with some cloud cover returning for the afternoon. Temperatures bump up into the low 40s. So it is very, very quick, this snow moving on through. This is where the winter weather advisory is currently in place. This is likely going to shift, and it may even be taken off for areas along the Ohio River, because yesterday that's where the snow band looked to form. Now that continues to inch a little bit further south and eastward. It is through 7 a.m. for central Kentucky, 9 a.m. for eastern Kentucky. And this is what our snow potential is. That darker shade of the blue is where we are expecting that band to really form. So from Lexington down to northern Rockcastle County, as far east as Moorhead, that's where you could see that 2-3 inches, maybe even isolated areas higher than that. Outside of that, it's really going to be tough to even drop 1 to 2 inches because those temperatures, especially ground temperatures, are so high right now thanks to how warm it was last week and the rain that we've received and will receive later on today. So really tough forecast, so make sure you are staying with us for any changes that we make throughout the day today. 1 inch to 1.5 inches of rain possible later on. Throughout the day today. The rest of the day, though, partly sunny to start with the rain moving in later on this evening. Tonight, rain early, switching over to that snow after midnight, lasting through around 5-6 o'clock in the morning. We have that winter weather advisory in place. And there's a look at that full 7-day forecast. Low 50s for Wednesday on your Valentine's Day before another system moves in late week and drops our temperatures.